morning student, myself Melissa Ankla, and in today's session our subject design of prestressed concrete member. We continue with our chapter flexo design of prestressed concrete element. Okay, and we solved another example for find out stresses due to prestress, dead load and live load. Okay, first of all read the given data, and we also today we discuss about the theory of thrust line or pressure line. Okay, first of all solve the example. Prestressed concrete rectangle beam of effective span 8 meter and size equal to 200 mm by 400 mm is prestressed by mean of high tensile wire of area 500 mm square located at 80 mm from the soffit of beam, that means bottom of the beam. The effective prestressing in wire is 1000 Newton per mm square and it is subjected to uniformly distributed load, that is 16 kilonewton per meter inclusive of self-weight throughout the length. Okay, first of all here we find out prestressing force. Stress is equal to area load divided by area. When we find out force, our equation is equal to stress into area. Stress is given 1000 Newton per mm square and area of prestressing steel, it is already given, that is equal to 500 mm square, and P is equal to 500 kilonewton. Convert into Newton into kilonewton. Next we find out eccentricity E. Here 200 mm by 400 mm. Section is given 200 mm by 400, that means distance from neutral axis is equal to 200. So 200, and second in data given that 80 mm from the soffit of beam. Prestressing wire are given 80 mm from bottom of soffit. So eccentricity E is equal to our distance half of the depth, that is 200, minus from the bottom soffit is equal to 80 mm. So 120 mm is equal to eccentricity for given rectangle section. Now area is equal to section 200 by 400, 8 into 10 is to 4 mm square. Z is equal to section modulus BD square by 6, or we can say I by Y. Here I use the equation of BD square by 6 and we can use I by Y also. Answer of this I by Y and BD square by 6 is equal to same. Now B is equal to 200 and D is equal to 400 by 400 square by 6, and answer 533.33 10 raised to cube, and unit of this section modulus is equal to mm raised to cube. Second, find out direct stress. P by A is equal to P is given in kilonewton, so convert into Newton. 500 into 10 raised to cube, and area is equal to 8 into 10 raised to 4. Answer is equal to 6.25 Newton per mm square. Now second we find out bending stress, and equation of bending stress is equal to m by z. M is equal to load into eccentricity and z is equal to section modulus. P is given 500 into 10 raised to cube. E we find out 120. Okay, half of the distance 200 minus 80, that is equal to 120, and Z is equal to 533.33 10 raised to 4. Answer is equal to 11.25 Newton per mm square, that is our stress due to bending. Now we find out top fiber stresses, resultant stresses, and bottom fiber resultant stresses. At top, first direct stress, and at top it is subjected to tensile. Okay, because we discussed for prestressing member, and upward deflection according to top is tensile and bottom is compressive, and tensile forces we take as negative. Okay, minus 11.25. Answer is equal to minus, so here minus is taken as tensile. At bottom, sigma T is equal to direct stress P by A, and our answer PE by ZB is equal to 11.25, and answer is 17.5 Newton per mm square, that is positive, so we take as compressive. Now we find out resultant stresses induced at top and bottom of mid-span section respectively. Figure is given. Okay, UDL 16 kilonewton per meter and distance is equal to 8. Now M by Z. Okay, what is M? M is equal to moment for this load. Equation of this simply supported beam subjected to UDL entire span, maximum moment we get at center point, that is equal to WL square by 8. W is equal to 16 by UDL. 8 is equal to span of this beam WL square by 8 is equal to 128 kilonewton into meter. Now here we find out moment M by Z, that is our stress. Okay, M by Z. M we recently find out 128, that is given in 1 kilonewton into meter. We convert into Newton into mm. Z we already find out 533.33 10 raised to 4, and answer is equal to 24 Newton per mm square. Now we find out resultant at top due to this addition of this dead load. Okay, and here simply we add direct stress. This one is stress due to bending and this one is stress due to dead load, M by Z. Okay, that is equal to 19 Newton per mm square, and positive answer, so compressive. Same way the resultant stress is bottom is equal to P by A, and this one is positive because compressive. Okay, and this one is negative, and my answer is equal to minus 6.5 Newton per mm square, that is tensile stresses. Okay, here example of resultant stresses is complete. Now we start with our new topic, that is pressure line, thrust line or C line. Okay, we can say pressure line also, we can say thrust line also, or we can say C line also. Now what is the definition of pressure line or thrust line in our pre-stress concrete member? In pre-stress is a combined effect of pre-stressing force and external load. Okay, pre-stress member is the combined effect of pre-stressing force and external load, can be resolved into a single force. Okay, here we resolve the external load and second our pre-stressing force in single force. The locus or location of point of application of this force in any structure is termed as pressure line or thrust line, or we can say C line. Okay, that means resolution of this pre-stressing force and external load in one single line, one single force, and location of this application of this force on any structure or pre-stressing member is known as pressure line or thrust line. Okay, the load here is such that stress at top fiber of support, okay, and bottom fiber of the central span is 0. That means here we top fiber we get the stresses, and at center the stresses is 0. Now next, look at this figure. This one is the horizontal member of beam. Okay, now here the due to pre-stressing force the tendons are deflect in upward direction. Okay, and this one is our neutral axis, and here cable line is given. Now this cable is deflect like this way, and this one this cable line, this pressure this is known as a pressure line or thrust line, which is the single line of this resultant of our pre-stressing force, and second is our external load. Okay, cable is given in down. Okay, and this is the deflection of our pressure line. Now what happened here, at center up to this our total distance is equal to L, half of the distance is equal to L by 2, and this the quarter distance is equal to L by 4. Now this is deflection in upward direction because of this pre-stressing force. This member is deflect in up direction, and at from this neutral axis this distance is E by D, E is equal to D by 6, and from this axis this distance of support is equal to D by 6. This one is positive and this one is negative because this one is the CGC level, and here below CGC eccentricity is positive, and from this point eccentricity is negative. Now one by one we find out how this eccentricity E positive and negative from this figure. Okay, at support x is equal to 0 because this one is the starting point of our cable, and at support again we go here at support. Look at this, this one is a tension and inner portion is compression. Okay, at support subjected to tension and compressive. So here tensile force is outer surface is tensile, so is taken as negative. direct stress, then M by Z, Z is equal to I by Y, put the value P, A is equal to BD, then shifted on right hand side, M is equal to P into E, Y is equal to D by 2 and I is equal to BD cube by 12. After solving this, we get E is equal to D by 6. Okay, and this one is the resultant stress diagram at support. At support, we get maximum stresses at bottom, and from this, our eccentricity E is equal to D by 6, and answer is positive. That means this one is the below the CGC level. Now at mid span, that means X is equal to L by 2. Okay, and at mid span, what happened? At mid span, here this is subjected to inner portion, compressive forces. Okay, that means positive. P by A, M by Z, I by Y, put the value. After solving, we get E is equal to minus D by 6. Okay, and at middle portion, D by 6, that means top subjected to maximum forces, and here bottom of it subjected to zero forces, and at support bottom maximum and top 0. Now what is the meaning of this eccentricity? Negative sign in eccentricity indicate that measured about center line. Okay, and positive sign indicate that eccentricity is below. Okay, now this one is the central line of our thrust line or our pressure line, and above this central line eccentricity E is equal to minus D by 6, and about this central line, below the central line, E is equal to D by 6, that is our positive. Okay, and pressure line, central line and C line is the resultant of single line of our pre-stressing force or our external load. Okay, now here we solve the first example of this pressure line or C line. Read the data. Pre-stressed concrete beam of section 120 mm by 300 mm deep is used on effective span of 6 meter, support a uniformly distributed load 4 kN per meter, which include self-weight of beam. Beam is pre-stressed by a straight cable carrying a force of 180 kN and located at eccentricity of 50 mm. E is given here. Determine the location of thrust line in this beam and plot its position at quarter and central. Quarter means L by 4 and center means L by 2. Now first of all, given data, mention the given data. P is equal to 180 kN, E is given 50 mm, area is given 36 into 10 raised to cube, 120 into 300, and Z is equal to BD square by 6 or I by Y. Which method you follow? Z is equal to I by Y or BD square by 6. BD square 120, then 300 cube, BD square 300 square by 6. Answer is equal to 18 into 10 raised to 5 mm cube. Now we find out stresses at center span. Okay, because maximum number of stress is subjected. Now pre-stress due to direct stress is equal to load divided by area. Load is already given 180 into 10 raised to cube, and area is equal to area of this section 120 into 300, 36 into 10 raised to cube, 5 Newton per m square. Pre-stress due to bending, that means M by Z. M is equal to load into eccentricity. Load 180 into 10 raised to cube. Eccentricity is given in data, that is 50, and Z is equal to, we find out BD square by 6 or I by Y, 18 into 10 raised to 5. Answer is equal to 5 Newton per m square. Then we find out bending moment for this simply supported beam. It is subjected to UDL 4 kN per meter, and maximum moment for this simply supported beam subjected to UDL load is equal to W L square by 8. W is equal to 4. Span of this beam is given 6 square by 8. Answer is equal to 18 kN into meter. Now bending stress at top and bottom due to this moment is equal to M by Z. M is equal to 18 and Z we find out 18 into 10 raised to 5. Again this 18 is given kilonewton into meter, that we convert into Newton mm. 10 raised to 6, 18 into 10 raised to 5, and bending stress due to this moment is equal to plus or minus 10 Newton per mm square. Okay, now next we find out resultant straight at central portion. Okay, and at center, top, first of all the direct stress, then this one is due to a pre-stressing member, tension -5, and 10 is due to moment. At bottom again our direct stress is positive, and due to this pre-stressing member compressive positive, and here tension negative, and this one is the 0. That means at central portion our bottom stresses is 0. Okay, now shift of pressure line from cable line. Okay, our theory portion, cable line shifted to a pressure line is equal to m by p. That means moment and our pre-stressing force. Moment is equal to 18 into 10 raised to 6, and our pre-stressing force p is equal to 180 into 10 raised to 3. Okay, here write 18 into 10 raised to 4, both are same. 100 mm. Eccentricity E, here we get 100 mm. At quarter span, bending moment at quarter span is equal to 3 WL square or QL square by 32. Okay, and answer is equal to 13.5 kilonewton into meter. Here we can write Q also or W also. Okay, WL square 3 WL square by 32. That is the equation of quarter span. Answer is equal to 13.5 kilonewton into meter. Bending stress at top and bottom, again plus or minus. Okay, here moment is equal to 13.5 10 raised to 6, and m by z is equal to 80 m by z. Okay, z is equal to 18 into 10 raised to 4, and answer is equal to 7.5 Newton per mm square. Now resultant stresses at quarter span. Here we find out central. Okay, and here we find out quarter span. Okay, now at top, this one is due to direct stress, this one is due to -5 is due to pre-stress, and 7.5 is due to our bending moment. Now at bottom, 5 plus 5 minus 7.5, 2.5. This is the resultant stress at top and bottom due to quarter span section. Now again, shift of pressure line from cable line. Okay, the cable line shifted to pressure line. Now equation is equal to m by p. M is equal to the moment that we find out 13.5 10 raised to 6, and P is equal to pre-stressing force that is given in data 18 into 10 raised to 4. Answer is equal to 75. Now in data ask that plot the pressure line or thrust line. First of all, horizontal member. Okay, this upward deflection is our pressure line, which is the resultant of our pre-stressing force and external load, and this dotted line is our central line. Now here in data given that 50 mm eccentricity. Okay, so here from this central line 50 mm positive, so from central line this one is in down direction, CG below the CGC level, and 100 mm at center portion. Okay, here we find out, look at this, shifted pressure line from cable line at center portion we find 100 mm. Okay, so plot this from center line, this distance is 100 mm, and at quarter distance our answer is 75. So this distance is 75. This one is the location of pressure line in pre-stressed concrete member. Okay, now here we stop. In next session we start with new topic. Okay.